The idea of starting a metal refinishing business began in early 1985 with me and my two brothers. I was working as a service and parts director of a large auto dealership up in the Chicagoland area, and my two brothers had recently left a metal refinishing company that was based in Texas. Originally I was thinking of opening up a business in the Chicagoland area, but after several discussions with my brothers, we decided we'd go ahead and start a metal refinishing business based in Forsyth, Missouri. We also decided that we would name that business Mid-America Metals, and in July 1985 we started that business. We started with a basic goal, and that goal is that we wanted to be the best metal refinishing company, not necessarily the biggest. And of course, a few years later we incorporated the stone and wood division into that. Since we had absolutely no customers or employees, and neither one of my brothers was working at the time, we decided that I would start winding things down with my position in Chicago, and in the meantime they would try to start getting some business down in the Texas area. Of course, we needed enough business to support all three of us and our families. Boy, were we stupid or what? The very first job we did was in Joplin, Missouri, and it was the Holiday Inn. Joplin is about 2 hours from Forsyth, and I was still working up in Chicago, so I decided that I would come down for vacation and work with my brothers for the week that we would be doing this. So every night we would leave Forsyth, drive the 2 hours to Joplin, refinish the copper canopies, work all night, and then drive 2 hours back to Forsyth. And we did that every night that week. I'll never forget that vacation. As they gradually started to get some work in the Dallas area, I moved down in April of 1986. Our office and shop were our homes, our staff was our wives, and we operated out of our personal vehicles and a couple vans that we had bought. Our first office in Dallas was a home in Irving that we bought from one of my brothers. The garage carried all the inventory for our company. We slept at this house, we ate there, and we met there. We made no money for a long time. We sold the jobs, we did the jobs. Sometimes this meant traveling from city to city just to get an 8-hour job. We had to build our reputation as the better company. Life was a struggle and a huge sacrifice for my family. I would travel 2 to 3 weeks at a time and sometimes work up to 100 hours a week. At one point, we didn't have enough money for payroll and I had to sell one of my cars. I remember one trip coming back from Texas and trying to get back home to Missouri. I was so exhausted I had to stop at a hospital in Oklahoma. I'll never forget that week and those times. Sometime after starting up, 2 of our sisters joined us and one of my brothers decided to get out of the business. Gradually we started getting some maintenance contract and some employees. It was a tremendous struggle to get over the hump. It took years, and I remember somewhere around our 20th anniversary thinking we were finally over the hump. But there are always setbacks and you just have to keep plowing through. You would not believe some of the stories I could tell you about things that have happened and how many times I thought we would go out of business, or how many times going out of business seemed like the best option. Now people see a big company with all kinds of operating systems and procedures and client base and a lot of great people that work here, but with little or no idea of the struggles that it took to get here. The one thing that we still have after all these years is our excellent reputation. It's the one thing we cannot afford to lose, and the one thing that will continue to create a future for all of us and long-term relationships with all of our customers. Our basic principle for nearly 30 years has been to be the best refinishing company. This will continue to be our guiding principle for as long as we're in business. Thank you to all of our customers and employees that have helped us for all these years. We look forward to continuing to serve your needs.